Hi, I'm Michaela Bedgood, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a lemon electrochemical cell fire. So to do that, you're going to need some steel wool. I could only find some SOS pads. You're going to need some zinc nails, some copper pins, a lemon, and a rubber coated wire, as well as some wire cutters. So first you're going to want to take your lemon and you're going to want to just gently roll it and squeeze it, well, firmly, loosen up the juice. And then you're going to want to take 6 of the zinc nails, and you're going to want to put them in a line on the lemon, but not any of them touching. So far I have 4, just gotta do 2 more. So just have them in a line. And now you're gonna wanna take 6 of your copper pins. And you're gonna wanna basically just line them up with the nails, but not touching, like across, some distance between them. Okay, now that we have those in there, just like that, now you're going to need to take your wire and your wire cutters, and you're going to want to take enough wire and cut it so you can connect it from here to here. I've already done that off camera, so I have a lot of these. So you're going to want to take your first wire, you can go from the first copper clip and go to the second zinc nail, and then you're going to keep going in that pattern like that. So I'm going to go connect them real quick and show it. So now that the wires are connected, you can see that they're going in a diagonal pattern going down. So you should have one zinc nail not connected to anything, and then on the opposite side, you should have one copper clip not connected to anything. So now that we have this set up, now we need to take 2 pieces of wire and connect one to this zinc nail and one to this copper pin. So I'm going to do that real quick and show it. So now I have pieces of wire connected to the last zinc nail and copper pin. So make sure you have rubber where you're going to be touching it, just so like you don't get electrocuted. So now that we have this all set up, now we're going to take some of our steel wool and we're going to try and make a spark, a flame. So I should totally be doing this outside, but it's dark and raining, so I'm not going to go outside. So I am going to have a pan to do it in, and there's a fire extinguisher nearby. So where we can see it. So I'm going to take some of the steel wool and set it right there. And then I'm going to take our actually, thinking about it, doing it in a metal conductor probably isn't the best idea. I'm gonna go grab something silicone. Okay, now I have a silicone muffin pan. I'm gonna just do this on. So still put it back where we can see it. Take our steel wool. I'm gonna set it in that cup. You guys can see that. I'm gonna take this lemon. I'm gonna set it further back on the tray. And I'm going to take each of these ends and I'm going to touch it to the steel wool. So far, nothing is happening. We were expecting a spark to occur, some type of flame. There is a number of reasons why it couldn't happen. For instance, let's get that off. For instance, the steel wool, the only steel wool I could find were SOS pads, so there is remnants of soap in this, but I did try to take the stray ones out. It could be that I don't have the right type of wire. I'm not really sure. So let's talk about what I did and what I was expecting. So during the demonstration, I first started by firmly rolling the lemon in my hands, and then I placed 6 copper clips into one side of the lemon, making sure that none of them touched. And then on the other side of the lemon, I placed 6 zinc nails, also making sure that none of them touched. I then took stripped wire and wrapped it around one side of the copper pins and connected them to that same wire to a zinc nail in a diagonal direction. I then repeated that 4 more times. I then wrapped wire around the one zinc nail that was left unconnected, and I also wrapped wire around the one copper clip that was left unconnected. After these 2 wires were attached, I then exposed the ends of the steel wool, the ends to the steel wool, and there I was expecting a flame to spark and set the steel wool on fire. The lemon electrochemical cell should have occurred since the citric acid that was found in the lemon would react with the zinc in the zinc nails, and it would loosen electrons. And since copper naturally attracts electrons more than zinc, the loosened electrons should have pulled to the copper in the copper clips when the wires were connected. This electric current is sent to the steel wool and should have caused the spark. And this is how the lemon electrochemical cell should have worked. Again, there's a number of variables that could have happened. And it could have been that I also left rubber in between them, but if I took completely all the rubber off, then there was nothing holding the wires together. But it also could be the wire itself that was wrong, or the steel wool. There's a number of things, so trial and error.